Hello, so this is another episode of the Warsim Spotlight, and we're going to go to one of my favourite events in the game and hopefully try and trigger it. So I can't remember, I think it's in the west. Let's find them. Looking for Goblinwood, little goblin town, here we go. So here's the Goblinwood. You come across Goblinwood, the fortified town seems to be filled with goblins. One of the gate-watching goblin guards spots you and sounds the alarm. Halt, human, wait for Captain Bigax to come. He speaks with authority. Ye human, you speak to Bigax, captain and defender of Goblinwood. We know of you, Dagfin, the Red Corsair. We know you keep goblins as slaves. So, obviously, I would have had a different reaction if I arrived here without my goblin slavery law enacted. But, as is, I believe, default, goblin slavery is active in this world. And there are many benefits to doing so because you get units quickly, and also if any goblin shows up in your throne room, you can have them enslaved and get some gold out of it. But also it kind of cuts you off from certain goblin mercenary groups and locations such as this. So, we are going to apologize and end goblin slavery. And because of the way I ended goblin slavery, the goblins that were enslaved at the time have come and actually joined the Goblinwood population itself, because Goblinwood's kind of the reason that slavery has been banned. So if I'd done it differently, they wouldn't have gained that. So it's kind of a unique way of doing it. So now,
open the gates.
I'm allowed in. And this is Goblinwood. So the video isn't about Goblinwood, it's specifically about the Goblinwood Jamboree, but we can have a quick little look at Goblinwood. We've got a vampire's manor. We've got a guy that will teach your diplomat on how to speak Goblin. There is a plot where they're trying to grow a sausage tree. There's a school of drums where you can take legitimately lessons. You can freely play the drum. Oh, where am I going? There's a guard post where you can speak to some guards. You can recruit some local goblins. There's a statue. There's a crier. We've got the warriors district where there's fighting. You can take a shot at some really terrible archery. There's some mercenaries. There's a place called the Rusty Dagger Inn. Oh, and one of my favourite elements of Goblinwood's taverns, I think there's 2 or 3 of them, is every single one of them has a vomit hole. So, you can always just stick your fingers down your throat and clear yourself up and keep drinking. It's always fun. I mean, you can do that anywhere, I suppose. But what I'm actually here for is something that will happen in a few years, I guess. So let me just quickly look at my laws. Laws of the land. Where are they? And goblin policies. And we want to allow the goblin celebration. We want to celebrate goblinness in our kingdom. So I'm going to wait a few years, because I don't think it happens straight away. Oops, I lost the land. Hopefully I'll be alive by then. Okay, we're losing a lot of... this is fine. End the turn again. Don't bother me with this. Let's keep going. No, I don't want to see it. Another land. Oh my god. Okay. Hot damn, we're losing a lot of money. Receive word that Dew's clique have been killed by some hunters. Rest in peace, green man. What group even is that? Why are they green? Mutated homunculi. Ah, I see. Okay, so theoretically the event should trigger now, unless I don't know my own game, which really wouldn't surprise me because Warsim is such a monstrous beast. Okay. Don't care. Come on. I need an... come on. Yes! You're visited by a goblin wearing a strange red pointy hat. He says, "Greeting, human. We goblin folk of Goblinwood recognize that you are friend. King Gutusk of the mighty kingdom of Goblinwood invite you as guest of honor." Beautiful. So now I can go, and we should see that there is something going on in Goblinwood. There we go. So it says Jamboree. There's some flags up. You come across Goblinwood. The town is covered in flags, and in front of the wall draped in a banner that says Jamboree. Much of the cheering and noise can be heard from inside. One of the goblins in the gate shouts down, "Hey, human is here. Welcome, honored guest." Love that super fast-forwarded trumpet intro. So, we can go and do whatever we want in the town like normal, but if we go to the castle, we'll initiate the ceremony. So let's go. You approach the castle, and 2 Kolok guards block the entry as a crowd of goblins hoard near the gates. The guards recognize you, and one of the guards says, "Ah, Dagfin the Red Corsair, we've been waiting for you, come." As you enter the castle, you see a crowd of the most important and famous goblins, and the foremost prominent wait to greet you. Hello, human. It is I, the great Captain Big Axe, and I welcome you to our fine halls in the castle of Kolok on this fine day for our Goblin Jamboree. Big Axe steps back and another goblin steps forward and bows. Hail, friend. I am the king's advisor, Gex of Goblinwood, and I am honoured to make your acquaintance. Your policy towards goblin kind has been noted and appreciated. Gex steps back and the entire court bows as the king approaches you. Here you are. Welcome to my castle. Nice it is to be graced by such a visit from a foreign overseer such as yourself. I hope you're prepared for a fun night. As the king steps back, everyone rises. Mek the Rich, a powerful and wealthy local goblin, approaches and nods. Hello, little human. I am the great Gamek. Not great like King Gazooks, but close enough. You need gold, then come to my manor. I help. I love his little double chin. Goblin Kin, sorry. I have been asked to inform you that there will be no speech today. Let us now continue on to the celebration. Why can't I read? So when I was originally making this event, I tried to make all of the different parts semi-randomized, so you get all sorts of different stuff, so every jamboree, theoretically, should be different, but we'll see about that. Now finally, before the feast, a trio of goblins approaches the pedestal, ready to sing the rendition of the Black Market Shanty for the king and guests.
And we'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. And we'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind.
Woo! Alright, what's next? A group of goblins in large white hats enter the court carrying plates of food. So this is also random. A pair of rat meat skewers. Rat meat is not known for its quality, however this meat is something else. You eat it all and have to fight the urge to request more. It was cooked to perfection. Honestly, I'd probably eat rat meat if it was well seasoned. Now there'll be a drinking contest between some local goblins. You're invited to join as well. Would you like to take part? Absolutely. So my favourite thing about this is that goblins are kind of a fish in a barrel when it comes to competing with them in a drinking competition, because you are a human and they are little goblins. They don't have the same capacity for holding their drink in. You will get some goblins that might be able to do better than others, but generally speaking, you got it in the bag. So let's have a look. So my fellow competitors are Nrog the Cold-Eyed, Slogat the Poorly, Nodzukt the Titan of Gold, Snoogurt of the East. First round. Stop asking me. I'm in this till I drop or win. Uh-oh. So, Goblin Ale doesn't always increase your drunk level. But in a drinking competition, obviously, you don't want to increase your drunk level at all. So, you ideally want to get one that doesn't increase your drunk level, but we didn't get lucky this time. Narod is brought his ale. He finishes it. No problem. Slogat, no problem. Ah, so Snoogurt is the only other one that gained a drunk level that round. Round 2. Didn't hit me that time. Love it. Oh, it hit almost everybody else. Got me. And Slogat. And Snoogurt. Oh, I spilled some on myself, but hey, at least it didn't get me drunker. So we're all still in. I feel a light buzz. Narog looks visibly drunk. Slogat is concentrated. Noduts is also visibly drunk. Basically, everyone's getting pretty smashed already. Oh, and now we've moved on. So I forgot this. After, I think, 5 drinks, you move on to human ale. Human ale tends to pretty much 90% of the time get you drunk, which means it really starts heating up. Alright, round 7. Oh, Narog the Cold-Eyed stands up and walks off stumbling. He's out. Oh, Snoga got a +2 drunk level. His was really strong. He walks off. So there's only 3 of us left now. We're in round 8. It's Slogat, Nodust, and me. Hey, Slogat's out. And Nodust. Fuck, I can't even say it. And I win the ceremonial 100 gold coins. Later in the night, a goblin slips and hits his head on the table. He runs away embarrassed as many laugh. As the night goes on, the happy goblins begin to disperse into the streets of Goblinwood. The celebration winds to a close, and a final toast is had to the king's health. Thus, the Goblinwood Jamboree comes to an end. Gex, the advisor, escorts you out of the castle and smiles. Ah, what a fantastic jamboree. We do it every 10 years, so you should most certainly come for the next one if you can. All the best to you, Dagfinn, the Red Corsair. Please, journey home safe. And that's that. However, I'm curious how different it is, because it's been a while. So I'm going to autosave, and we'll see. It should put me just before I ended the year. Let's end the year, same again. Oh yeah, I forgot. I got to go through being absolutely battered, but we'll ignore that. Here we go. So let's go again and see if it's any different. Here we go. So he's saying something different than last time. I am toughest goblin here and pleased to have you at our jamboree. You don't have to worry about scary goblin. If anyone hurt you, I kill them. Hail and well met, good friend of Goblinkin. I am Gex, advisor to our king. We are honoured to have you among us. Alright, Goblinkin, I come before you today on the business of celebrating. We are lucky to celebrate our independence, peace and unity. For as long as I reign, the same shall be true. Unity forever. Now let's celebrate. So last time we didn't get a speech. A trio of goblins approaches to sing their... Oh, that was the same as last time. Okay, we don't need to listen to that. What are we eating this time? Also rat meat skewers. It's cooked well enough, but I don't enjoy it overall, so this wasn't as good as last time's. But it's not always rat skewers. Let's have another quick drinking competition then. And who have we got this time? We've got Nacked the Drizzler, Macked the Devil, Grack the Planeswalker, and Doss the Worm. I'm going to skip through a couple of these. Do we get to the human ale? They're all still going. Round 8, one down. Oh, Grack fucks off. So it's Macked and Nacked. My money's on Nacked. Yeah. There we go. Later in the night, a small goblin bursts forward from the crowd with a dagger in hand and charges for the king. Without missing a beat, Bagax jumps forward with an axe in air and cuts the would-be assassin in two. Bagax remains his composure, turns to the king and bows. The king nods back and the party continues as though nothing happened. They don't even remove the body, everyone just parties around it. There we go. So that is the Goblinwood Jamboree. Goblinwood is definitely a fun little location to explore, especially if you're a pro-goblin ruler. Obviously, if you're an anti-goblin ruler, you won't even be allowed to see it, so this will be the best you'll get, is just watching this episode. But that was another little Warsim spotlight into one of my favourite little locations, and probably my favourite single event chain in Warsim. Although Nairo's party is pretty good, I'll have to do an episode on that very soon. But this has been another Warsim spotlight. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, guys. Pew!